back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be using my Naio Nails Urban Graffiti Gel Polishes to create a set of, I'm doing another purple set actually. I kind of like the purples at the minute. So this one I've got is called Lotus Touch, and this is going to be the base colour for this nail. So I'm applying one coat. They do cure in an LED lamp for 30 seconds. I'm sure it used to be 60 seconds. I specifically remember watching Kirsty Meakin on the Nail channel saying, and it had 60 seconds, but now it's only 30 seconds for some reason. I don't know what's changed, but it says on the bottles 30 seconds, so 2 coats. These are flakes that I had from Beauty Big Bang ages ago. I've got about 9 or 10 of these pots. They're all slightly different colours. This was number 9. I'm going to use these because I haven't used these for ages, but they are so pretty. I love them so much. I was trying to do a swoosh here. I got some new brushes, but they're eye makeup brushes. They were from Amazon. And actually they're really nice. There's like about a set of 10, and some I'm going to use for glitter, some I'm going to use for pigments and flakes. It just depends really. So I had no glitter brushes, and now I feel like I've got all of them, like all the brushes in the whole wide world, even though I haven't. I decided to go over the top of this with Utopia. The good thing about the flakes is they're really thin and they fit like really flush to the nail. So if you were to top coat that now, you wouldn't get any like sticky uppy bits, which is what I love. And then I thought, right, I'm going to go over with Utopia as well, just to give a nice iridescent look to that nail. And I'm not going to do anything else to that nail now. I'm just going to top coat it with the Naio Nails Urban Graffiti top coat. This is not the mega gloss, this is just the normal top coat. There we go. So that's all I'm going to do for that nail. But look how pretty that looks. Isn't that nice? I mean, that was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it's all nice and smooth. You don't need to file or buff it and then re-top coat it, which is good. So now I'm going to do a marble. I was going to put the colours on the palette first, and then I started to do it, and I was like, no, I need to do the base colour first. Otherwise, the gel polish is going to be sitting on the palette for too long. So the base colour is going to be white. So I'm using the Snow White gel polish. I put 2 coats on, but I don't think you're going to need 2 coats because you're going to put the marble over the top. On my palette, I'm putting Amethyst Falls, which is that darker purple. I've got a little bit of Lotus Touch. I'm going to use a little bit of Snow White. And then I decide, the nail finished curing. So I was like, right, I'm just going to put my second coat on. I don't think you'll need to do this really. You might do because it's on a natural nail, and it's different doing it on a natural nail than what it is a tip. But yeah, then I decided to add some Utopia because it's really pretty. I've got like really quite strong LED lights now for filming, so it did actually I don't know if I had it too close to my lamp, or if my lights were just on too bright. This is blooming gel, by the way. You need a thin coat of this. There was a hair, but I do get it off. Look, can you see the gel start to cure? So I ended up picking out the bit that had kind of cured. And I like to scoop it up with my ombre brush. If you don't have an ombre brush, if you've got like any kind of flat brush, like a gel brush, that will do the job. You just want something that you're able to scoop the gel polish up with. And I like to run my dotting tool through the gel polish before I scoop it up, and you float it on the nail. You don't wipe it on, you float it on, and then I'm just going to leave it to do its thing for a little bit. Then to stop the nail being too bulky, what I like to do is, normally I do this with my naked finger, but I don't like wearing gloves, so I thought I'd be sensible today. I'm just using like a lint-free wipe, and I'm just dabbing the side of the nail. That's going to remove any excess gel polish, and it's also going to help the colour to bloom a bit more. But once I'm happy with that, I'm going to pop that into the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. And then I'm just going to top coat it. I think it would have had more glitter through it, but I think the glitter was the main one that cured a little bit on my palette. So I lost some of it, but you can still see the glitter a little bit, she says. One nail I'm going to do is going to be just a plain purple nail. So we're going to use the Amethyst Falls for this. And it did cover really nicely. So I decided not to do 2 coats on this nail. I thought 1 was enough. I couldn't see any patchiness. But again, on a natural nail, you might need 2 coats. There we go. Look at that. God, there's something so nice about, like, I can't speak. There's something really nice about freshly applied gel polish that just looks smooth. And you can see the light reflection in it. I just love it. This one I'm going to do matte top coated because I am going to put some crystals on. So I'm using the Urban Graffiti Ultra Matte Top Coat. This nail, what am I doing on this nail? Oh, this nail is going to be a French nail. I like doing French nails. I like doing gel polish French nails more than I like doing, like, reverse. Do you remember I used to do acrylic back in the day? Even with gel, actually hard gel. I'd rather do now a gel polish French than what I would hard gel or acrylic. I don't know what it is. It's just, I just would. And again, I've only put 1 coat of Lotus Touch on that nail because I didn't feel like it needed 2. It covered quite nicely. I'm using the Snow White. I've got a little bit of that on my palette. And I'm going to use the Nail Sugar Natalie Mugridge Detailer Brush to create the free edge. So I like to start from the middle. And because it's a long stiletto tip, I like to do a nice elongated nail bed. So I start roughly where I want it on the free edge part, and then I always work up the right side first, and then I'll go up the left side. I always turn the nail. Right, someone said to me, you do realise you can't turn your clients' nails round like you do the tips. If you get them right, you know they have their hand out in front of you, get them to turn their hand over so that the palm is facing the ceiling, and then bend their fingers up towards the ceiling, and you can do it that way. Like, you have to do that to check the shape of the nails is all right. If you're doing extensions, you have to move the hands around to check that your shape is right. So you can move your hands to do nail art. It's no different. I don't mean to sound stressy. I just realised I think I sound a bit stressy. But I'm not. I'm just saying you can move your client's hands. There's no rule to say your client's hands have to stay straight out in front of them. You can move them. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Anyway, I'm going to put some crystals on this nail as well. So I am going to matte top coat this one as well. But if you wanted to leave it not matte, that's what it would look like before it went in the lamp. Okay, so we're currently here. This is the state of play right now. They look quite nice as that, don't they? I want to put some crystals on though, because, you know, crystals, yeah. Say no more. These are the Zodiac. These are actually Zodiac crystals. Normally I wouldn't go for Zodiac crystals. They are precious. They are from Crystal Parade, and they are the most reasonably priced crystals they have. I like Preciosa. I think Preciosa are a little bit cheaper than, they're a little bit more affordable. Sorry, I shouldn't say cheaper because they're not cheap. They're a little bit more affordable than Swarovski, but only just. And in my opinion, they are just as good. So I like to use Preciosa because I love them. But actually this Zodiac aren't that bad. They're just not, I can kind of tell the difference now. I feel like I'm a little bit more of a crystal, I want to say connoisseur, but more like a crystal snob. So I've put that first crystal where I want it. I'm using the Crystal Totalist Gem Glue. I always use this to apply my crystals to the nail. And when I want to be more precise with where I place my crystals or my micro beads, I do use I've got like this old Ugly Duckling detailer brush that I use. If I'm putting big stones on, I'll just use the dotting tool on the end of the crystal picker upper. This crystal picker upper I'm using is the Crystal Pro from Scarlet Centre. It's really nice. I like it a lot. There we go. I'm just going to make sure that they're all nice and neat. And then I'm going to go and do another line up this spiral line here. And the crystals are just going to follow that up as well. If you want to, you can cure that other side first and then go in and do this side. I didn't want to do that because if I I just wanted to make sure that both sides were nice and symmetrical before I pop it in the lamp. Did I say pop it? Before I pop it in the lamp. Before I pop it into the lamp. So there we go. I'm going to put that on. And then I'm going to make sure that they are nice and neat. Actually, they weren't too bad, I don't think. You have to faff a little bit, don't you? There we go. Then they're going to go in the lamp. Right, they're going to cure for 60 seconds because the Crystal Totalist Gem Glue cures for 60 seconds. These butterflies are really gorgeous. They're like nice, solid. I think they're plastic, but they're nice and solid. And these were from AliExpress. I had a little bit of, a little while ago, I'd done a little bit of an AliExpress haul. It was only a little one, but I got some bits and bobs from them. And these were in what I bought. So I decided the greeny blue one, I thought that looked nice. So I'm going to place that on this nail. Now, I didn't really know what to do from here on out. I was like, what should I do? But I decided that the butterfly needed like a little trail of crystals following behind it. Where have I gone? There I am. So I'm going to put some little blobs down. And I was just gonna do like a few crystals with a slight gap between them, and then I kind of ended up putting, yeah, it just kind of went all. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some Preciosa crystals. These are the AB ones. They're gonna taper off, so they're gonna get the further away from the butterfly. The further away from the butterfly they are, the smaller they're gonna be. Then in between each of the Preciosa crystals, I'm going to place a small white caviar bead or micro bead, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to do the same coming out from the top. If you want the butterfly to be really, really secure, I would suggest perhaps placing some crystals on the nail underneath the butterfly as well, because the bigger the cluster of crystals that you have, the more difficult it is to knock them off. It's a bit like, I think I said this before. If you have like a group of, say, 10 people, like a group of 10 people bundled up together, it's easier to push over one person on their own than it is a group of 10 people huddled up together. Do you see what I mean? So it's easier, yeah, the more crystals you put on, the less likely they are to be knocked off. So if you put like a little bit of, I don't know, if you just, yeah, do you know what I mean? Am I waffling? I'm probably waffling on now. Anyway, yeah. So that will go in the lamp when I've finished. For 60 seconds. I do have a link to Naio Nails in the description box below. If you click on the link and make a purchase, I do earn a small bit of commission, FYI. And I have a 5% off code for Crystal Parade, which is NAT5. FYI again. This is the finished set. I hope you like them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. And I will see you beautiful lot tomorrow with another video. Okay, love you all.